هايدا فصاد فوتشي.
Yes, mother born with later, 7 years later, on a portrait.
Fortunately, your family's always was on
Always
portrait.
on a portrait. And that's here, yeah.
And your full name is
Frano Batistich.
Frano Batistich.
Yes.
And you were born in Kortler. And when did you did you go to school? You had an education?
I had a school in all country, in Portugal, yes, yes. I had a pass school.
So, and then what made you come to New Zealand? And how old were you?
16. I was 16 when I was across the oceans from France to take a boat in Marseille and across the Indian Ocean and so on. I was 16 years old.
What ship did you come on?
We lived at Strasbourg.
And you came to New Zealand or to Australia?
To Australia first. We stayed in Australia 1 month, then we came from Sydney to Auckland on Marama, ship called Marama, 1925, 5th of January 1925, for £6 pay from Sydney to Auckland.
You wouldn't do that now for that.
£6 pay, yeah.
And you were by yourself? Or?
All by myself, but I had a cousin on a garden place of the living gun.
What was his name?
Marina Jericevic. Marina Jericevic, that was my cousin. I come to Sutler to clean. A spade was bigger than me at 16 years old.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, you see, so he got a shock when and that was 1925 in January.
Well, how did you get from Auckland to Dargaville?
From Auckland, a railway station was behind the Auckland post, old post office in there, and to Helensville on a train, and then on a boat to the North Amaroa River or so on, and then we came to Dargaville.
You can't remember the name of the boat.
Oh, no, not that one, no.
Why Rua, the Rua why?
Oh, it would be, yeah, but I can't get, it was a sailor's boy, I think.
Oh, that'd be why Rua, the Rua.
Yes,
Just tell us.
Candles, Yeah, that's it. I don't know how much I paid for that, but you see. So I stayed there in boarding house, then cousin come and pick me up. Then we went up there. Probably you owning or your brother owning a place now. Come, sacks and there, OB2, 1 sacks and plenty sand down there, plenty, little behind the hill, so on. Big it done. For a few years around that area.
Can you remember the name of the camp that you were?
Oh, well, they ceased to be, they call it a black store.
Black Store.
Yeah, you heard that before? Black store camp. I know for what reason they call it black store. Once a week or twice a week now, I did once a week. One Stankovic, all Stankovic, all from Mr. Harding. And always get a couple of horses.
Big mistake.
Big mustache. Or I get a couple with the horses, and go in Mangavari here, get the meat, get the Marawa store in Mangavari, get the tucker, because when he brought the tucker Tuesday, I don't know, it was Tuesday. I don't know what Thursday, but it was once or twice a week. Then we give him order for next time when he comes. He comes along from, this way he goes, Montevideo way, this way he goes. Then he goes right around through the swamp, somewhere over there on the bar, then finish back into the old Harding depot.
That's right.
Finish. You one of 2 horses and a wagon, delivering food. And if it's a gun to pick up, he will pick it up. because we used to have pay royalty, for Mr. Carly.
How much did you pay a week or a month? The royalty?
Royalty 3 shillings underweight.
3 shillings.
But the Mr. Gump, that buyer would pay that. 3 shillings per underweight. 10 underweight, 30 shillings. That was the royalty.
And who did you sell to?
Or Vodanovic,
Or James?
Vodanovic, or
Matti Franich?
oh yes, Matti Franci was his businessman. Yeah, Matti Franci is the next one. Glazitza or somebody, Glamzina or something. You know what I mean, all these things. We sell at a time, every 6 months, dig. I can tell you this. When I camp on that camp, when I came to New Zealand, that camp over there, when we go, or when we mention, when you have a camp, 6 months, I sold them, dig, I do it, spade is a bit bigger than me, I dig for 6 months, feed myself on a rice, bread and butter, bit of rice, bit of this, and dig, and I sold that gum to Matti Franich, and I got 52 pounds. So paid the turkey, and something left a bit there, but I never went to Qatar for 6 months later. When I went first time from Bombay, from the gumfield to Qatar, I lived in Terran. Although I came from Helen to Qatar, I did a couple of days. Those ones, they come like 1908, 1909, 1910. I was next batch, 1925, I came. And I want to tell you something. I heard in our country when I was a boy, 13, 14, 15, Hillians, Charlie Hillians in New Zealand, and Hardy. I saw that, I heard that in a culture when I was a little boy. Well, then I come to New Zealand, I see the same picture. Hillians and Hardings. So if those people must have been there 1908, 1910, 14 of the big First World War came, so next video that I come 1925.
Tell Noel too that your father was actually over here.
My father, I think, he been in New Zealand.
He thinks he was a Dargaville.
The first, from what we can gather, the first batch that arrived to the Black Store camp was just on 100 years ago, 1896, June 1896. So I've got a photograph here of them, I'll show you it.
Yeah.
And,
My father, I was born 1908. He was not in Dalmatia, he was not at the Coachella when I was born, he was in New Zealand. But he came home between 1907 and 1914 because he went in the First World War. So they grabbed him, Austria grabbed him, he wasn't Yugoslavia, he was Austria at the time. He grabbed him somewhere in there. He been in New Zealand for 2, 3, 4 years. He didn't come in there. I heard him saying black store. And I was digging around that area there for 2, 3 years. So I'm sure I was following his step. 15 years before.
it seemed to happen to quite a lot down there. Their father came out, or the grandfather, then they went back, their son came out, and then some of their grandchildren.
I wouldn't be surprised what he dug. I dug the same way the sword standing all over, but I can't swear.
In the
It
same
could happen, yeah.
area.
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah, well, my grandfather, Charlie, he came out here last century, and he set up the first wagon train round the gumfield.
Yeah.
He used to take the stores to the diggers and bring the gum in.
Yeah.
And then when he finished 1914, old Stanky took over.
Stanky, the biggest uncle is Stanky. He was working 12 shillings a day for Mr. Hardy
That's right.
for years there for the estate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Noel?
It was a Saints' Day, June, I just forget the date, the actual day.
That's the first gum digging party.
Yeah, the first group that arrived here, and they were all from Coachella.
All from Coachella.
And they set up the Black Store camp, and they put their flags up, special celebration. And apparently because it was a Saints' Day, they all got dressed up and sent someone into Dargaville and got this photographer to come out to take a photograph. And
That was excellent. Yeah.
but there is a book, I have not seen it, but there is a book apparently published in Court Law somewhere. There's photographs in there and there's all the names, and they wrote a poem, a story of comparing life today there,
Yeah.
1896, with life at home. And they say it's very interesting.
Yeah. 6.10 from Sydney to Auckland.
What's this photo, Noel?
This is it, we've had on the back of the only little wee ones I've had them blown up. This is the Mungawari camp. This is down in Radiniches.
Yeah.
I don't know what year or who they are, but hopefully one day someone might be able to recognise.
Remember it, yeah.
But they're only, 13, 14, 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Look, the swamp. Yeah.
And that's doing the main drain, 1906.
That's here in.
Opening up the main drain. That's Matty Franich
Matifranic is
and Visco Matic, but we don't know who the others are.
Yeah.
And which drain is this, Noel?
There's up there, swamp, the Oreki swamp.
Yeah.
Drained
I think I cleaned it when I was working for you.
Yes, every year, yes.
Through the Kafaden property, they come and use
That's
them.
right.
Then we have to go down there and
The
help.
big knife and the drag.
Yeah, knife and a drag. Yeah, I think I did the clean.
I
Yeah.
was a kid too.
Yeah.
And you were doing it as well.
Yeah.
That's one of the gum camps. That's Mr. Harding there.
Oh, with the
Oh,
pipe.
yes. You know, you could, yes. Always leggings,
Harding, yeah.
leggings, always good leggings and or really Englishmen.
Yes.
And that's, he got a daughter, and he had a daughter Peggy, then they had a daughter Molly.
That's right, yes. Yeah.
They had a son, one son, but he couldn't one time with squarehead. I went to walk from the camp through that area, through his estate down there, and waited bus. I was already 12 months or 18 months to catch up from Aratapu bus.
Yes.
Then at his gate, and a man, Aratapu Zagule, a shingle like that on the road. So, you see this Mr. Harding's son. So, he goes there, a house running faster than horse, free, at the time. So he had enough. Because I was there, I couldn't hide anywhere. But it was a public way from me, I couldn't hide anywhere. And he called me, you bloody square head. I say something, I don't know what I say. I am on his bed, he can't give me kicking behind. Now, I didn't go on his bloody place, but the final was good, probably. But anyhow, I get abused at the time because the house couldn't be. That's why your house.
That's the Maritime Museum. We've just been in with Noel, spent about an hour in there. And from here you actually have an excellent view because the Wairua River is right down below us. There it is. That's where old Frank would have come in from Helensville in 1925. And he would have come up that river and through the trees here, you'll Dargaville through the other side there.
Hay baler come, we'd come home from school at 4 o'clock and there'd be 1,000 bales of hay to pick up before
Make you cry.
Brother in Frank, there is a George Olena now.
That house there.
Yeah. Well, that one down, yeah, that one again. Yeah. He's so sold, yeah.
Yeah, that was George's man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ivy, and then John Ivan, and Billy and Tony. Stankovic up on the hill.
Yeah. We go towards the gumfield, just above those hills up there, that's gumfield.
That's right. Sure you remember, right?
As a matter of fact, all the theater is in Stankovic now, I dug a bummed.
There, over there.
Oh, yeah.
There.
And it was 1935 down on the place when I was working for Victor. When you, I Born I in 1935, 1934.
34, 1934, that's right.
Okay, 34, that means I thought it's you, because now I'm with you. 1934.
Yeah. Now your name sticks in my memory.
Yeah, Frank Batistich, and I have some down there on the thing that I have with you with grain and hay, with you with the sticker, you don't remember it. No, you don't remember it.
Walter, yeah, I remember him.
You remember him?
Yeah, I remember him, yes.
Because you didn't like it, was
Yeah. When were you working for Dad? I was trying to remember.
1935, the first Labour government, I was in there. 1935 in November. I was there for 18 months. You see, on that farm. With your grandfather, Walter and Victor.
I think I don't hear me.
Rest of the family.
I hear me.
Everything. Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Yeah. He's at Walkworth now.
And your grandfather was driving his truck because he had 1,000 pigs.
Yeah.
Over there by that blackberry patch, out where he had his first camp, like Dargaville, just over through the side of that bike. All in grass now, but this was the general area of the Black Store camp. So we've got to go to have a look where they dug an old chimney. Senior citizen Frank is leading the way to find this cave he hasn't seen for some 70 years.
That memory was 70 years ago. It wasn't that much right to find. See, you know,
The trees shelter.
it wasn't that
Well, this is where all the chimneys were in the fireplace. Just lying down there. A lot easier to go around this way. Round this way. Wall there. Come around this
No,
way.
but it wouldn't be, it wouldn't be.
He's trying to clamber down there.
No, that's when I had a 21. I'm sleeping on.
Yeah, the 21st birthday.
This was the camp. Marie Yurichevich and me and another few jockeys over there.
That's what
So from there they built a thing there, it was a sleeping unit. And it was a kitchen. It was a kitchen unit. Had a few chooks,
Few chooks.
about a dozen cats.
Oh, Jake's the catch.
Cats come from anywhere. And, oh yes, it was a steep here. We used to, I suppose you find a hell of a lot of things here. Did you?
Bottles.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, but it's only confused with it. I thought it's not so,
It's a fireplace. Because it's black and
it's
they
not so high to divorce. You know, yeah, that was a camp.
You know, and they dug out here.
I've got a photograph of that chimney with me standing in it. I'll show it to you later.
That's up down. Sunken down. It's broken away. He's broken away around the.
But who dug that hole? Did you find?
Oh, yeah, you got it here, go to sleep. Oh, this, oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
What sort of shack did you have?
Away from there is a bloody SMP, you know? And bullocks used to come,
That's a young
had the
tree.
bullocks through the night. That's it, yeah.
It's all sort of eroded down here, but it's reasonably flat. You can see there's a bit of digging in behind there.
That's what they've been about, oh, everything.
Yeah.
Everything, right into that hole.
Into here as well.
Right down there, it go a long way, that carry down there.
Right
Now
next
you
to
see-
the farm.
Yeah, you're right down there. So you see, I was Anchorage. This. For you.
No, this is Ken's place.
Ken's place, yeah.
Stankovic is over the road.
Well, was
Because
it big?
yeah.
A lot of people through here camping? Just
Oh,
How many people would be here from the camp?
no, half dozen of us was here. Three, 4.
huts.
You remember who the others were?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Who were they?
When the Batistich one Skokandich.
Andrew Skukandich.
Yeah. Anders van is Van Bellich.
With Tony, Anton Village.
Oh,
Jane.
Ivan, John Bellich, Ivan Bellich, I think. Yeah. Me and two cousins, Frank Yericevich, Marino Yericevich, Frank Batistich. The Yericevich because my first cousin to the father's sister. She changed her name, Yericevich, from Batistich to Yericevich. I came here from Auckland, from France, from Dalmatia, from Dargaville. I came here. True, it was a
At the bottom.
Yeah, because Dad's got a photo standing with him there at the fireplace. Yeah, that's in the back of there. It's all just you get the cattle, they come in here and to be quite prominent. They come out to about there from well, that's what I can remember of. It's
You
probably not
you
as much as
remember it?
Dad. Yeah, I can remember it.
Yeah.
You can still see blacking. It's only, see the blacking? It would only be in the last 5 or 6 years that it's fallen down. And that's right.
Yeah.
You feel, see that here, it's all still black from the flames here. Yeah. You'll see they've been in here, that's the cow's head there, you see.
Yeah, it's been
And
rubbing.
it's like it's chalk.
That's right, it rubs away.
Rubbed away.
I can.
Yeah, I just saying, it's all
This is my hotel.
This
This is stone, eh?
Oh, that's there.
You fellas got one as well?
You said, Ken?
Years when he slept, when he lived, when he put a foot, remember it. And after 70 years, and I'm pleased I saw this. Although I can say thank you because it was a sad time men had it through these young days. But here you are. Thanks the country, thanks the Queen, I'm still survive. Hey, I'm healthy at 86. Thank you.
The first chapter in your life in New Zealand.
Yes, yes.
The cave. We're just coming up to see Frank's cave where his name is inscribed with the lone fig tree in front. It's going to be a tiring, long day for him. There's Noel, Gillian, Ken. There's the fig tree.
It's a possible.
Dad, this tree here, look from the island of Korchula.
But that one,
Who planted it, Noel?
we don't know.
We don't know.
That first batch found in the 1890s.
Oh yeah.
Fortunate.
Oh, that could have been somebody else.
That could have been me. Probably.
So you were 18 when you did this?
Oh, yes, probably here or two. I was eight.
There's another one up there.
I'm not sure, yes. Hey. I've been here before.
Another one for luck.
What's it say there, boss?
What does it say? Tell us.
Tell us.
What to say?
Frank Bosch's
Yes,
cave.
yes, yes. Oh, nearly 70 years ago I put this name here.
Yeah, there it is. Frank Batistich
Yes,
from Genova, Postrana, Genova, Korchula.
that's right. Yeah. You know, to tell you the truth, he coming. He coming.
You're coming back to your which woman you had in here?
That's probably Tony. That's Tony Poser.
Yeah.
Tony Poser and Frank came here, and this looks like Tony's left his on this side. 1920. What is it? 1926 or 28? 28.
Very good.
You thanked them.
Yes, yeah.
You know, but you.
Thank you, didn't say you're handsome.
Yeah, no.
We know you're handsome, you have to thank
Oh, yes, to think. Oh, yes, well, look, Lord, and came and what is it, Ken, or it's worth millions to me, and I never forget. And good thing that I know your mother and your father and your relation, and that's a plus. And after 70, I can't wish any better friends to think even die with it than you. And, but if you ever go to Dalmatia, before I die, you'll have to let me know. If not, there is a day when I have to see or I show you to my brothers or nephews, same as you show me here. I'll be very glad if they comes sometime. But I'm very satisfied and thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Been
Very,
great
thank you
pleasure.
very much.
And it's
I'm
been a
very-
great pleasure to meet
but,
you again after all
but how
these
you,
years.
I'm very, very,
It's part of the history and the heritage of the
very
area.
nice, yeah. Especially me being with the father, I call it the grandfather, grandmother, Mavis. She died.
She died. It's Kathleen still alive.
And Walter and well, you were just like brothers, just like cousins in those days. You know. And to tell you the truth, I did have in our country, Harding and Hilliams, Charlie Hilliams.
Yeah.
Na isto mu borodu,
Yeah.
is Francose uscibili.
Yeah. All of them, Frank, all of them, they come with dogs. All of them, they die.
All of them they died.
All the time.
Ja, samo jati,
Only
jati smo živi, jo.
Yeah, I didn't know about you at all.
Yeah.
I did think about you.
Yeah.
You still alive or not?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
Frank, and this is the one of Ivan Stankovic from the same village who came out to New Zealand on the same boat, the Villa de Strasbourg. And they came to New Zealand in early 1925, and Frank dug gum where we were yesterday, but Ivan dug on a different field, and then he went to Auckland. Then when he bought his wife out in 1930, well, then they moved back to Dargaville and bought land where the Stankovic family still farm, not far actually from those gum fields. But it's good to see them there, one 80, going 87, the other one going 95. Come on the same boat, still alive, and most of the others from Geneville, they're all passed away.
Yeah.
Mary Yakas,
That's
on the
right.
first place.
Yeah. Very
Very
soon
serious.
now. Yeah.
50 years, he says, since he's seen you.
50 years.
But I'll be 82 in about 2 weeks' time.
You'll be 80.
82 in 2 weeks'
82,
time.
I thought 82 or 3. Well, I won't go this way.
Yeah. Sit down.
You remember? All right. This is my daughter.
How are you doing?
This is Mary Yakas, Mary.
Search.
I was the father. This is my son-in-law.
Nice and tall.
And now, I started.
Figs and the vines. Life there was hell, life there was rough. Of swamps and cold water I sure had enough. Digging by day and scraping by night, scraping away by dull candlelight. On the gumfields, that's where I went. To the far northern fields my life I there spent. Hooking and digging and scraping the gum. I dreamed of a homeland, friends left behind. I dreamed of a homeland, figs and the vines. I lived in the forest, made of canvas and tin. Breezes would blow and cars slid in. My bed was of sacking, so was the door. Box was my chair on the parquet floor. On the gumfields, that's where I went. To the far northern fields, my life I there spent. Hooking and digging and scraping the gum. I dreamed of a homeland, friends left behind. Dreamed of a homeland, figs and the vines.
Come on, come on. Welcome.
Sada.
Vidi Miro Ivane, ja imam i saksofon. Ako ne mogu voziti auto, ali isto mogu svirat saksofon.
Ajde, pa sada poči.
Dur dur.